Hello, good afternoon, everyone. It's May 25th. We are live here on a Saturday at Cup Republic Worldwide. And this month, we've been talking about cool beans, and we're brewing calmness and serenity and peace with every cup. And for the month of May, it's all about chill factor during hot weather. If you have been experiencing the hot weather of this month, and when you go out, especially during this time, it's not gonna be that chilling, yeah, that chill experience. So most often than not, what we do is we find a cool space like a coffee shop that we can allow ourselves to experience some cold drink. So what is your favorite cold drink? Especially during these times in which it's hot weather, but here in the metro we experience some rain, which is a good thing, right? It's kind of just cleanse the space for a certain amount of time, which is great. It cools the space, but still the weather is still hot, the weather is still warm. What is it? What is your classic favorite drink? My chill drink is simply a cold Americano. That's it. Iced Americano. I'm good with that. It's very simple. You have the taste of coffee and an ice, and I'm well in there. So let me know what's your favorite drink. What is your go-to drink, especially during the hot season? And the weather right now, if you've experienced for the last couple of days, we're on 25th day of May. It's not that easy, right? You get if it's hot weather, your temper goes up, you freak out, you get out of control with emotions. But when you visit a cafe, it makes all the difference. So it's a joyful experience. It's a peaceful experience. It's a calming experience. And if you're looking for a space, make sure that you are looking for a space in which you would be able to relax. So today we're going to talk about beachside brews. I'm going to talk about something that I enjoy the most when I go to road trips. This is one of the spaces that I want to end up with, a beach area. So imagine enjoying a cold brew by the beachside. Have you experienced that? When was the last time that you have experienced that moment? I think for me, a couple of years already since I last went into a beach area. But for most of you, when was the last time that you went in there? Share that with me. And what is the the location that you can remember that you enjoyed a beach front or a beach area? Let me know. Let's have a conversation to calm the mind and soothe the soul with this cool conversation, and also experience a refreshing nature. So who here can associate beach with relaxation and happy feeling? How many of you can relate with that? Relaxation and happy feeling. Pag nagpaplano ka pa lang na pupunta kayo ng beach or you're gonna go on vacation, that's already the top of mind. For me, that's a top of mind. It's a top of experience. Every time we're planning to go to the beach, my mindset is relaxation and happy feeling, right? It's a beautiful thing where you just can sit down in there, have a moment, you smell the breeze of the salty air or the salty water. Then you have the sun, and you have the blue ocean, and you have some of the trees in the background, and you have a cold drink. That is a perfect mix for me. So how many of you have experienced that most recently? So before I move on, thank you for very much everyone for joining. Coach Lynn, you have Master Coach Asmin, maraming salamat. Coach Rizal, and we also have Coach C in the space, and Coach Lady Jen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If this is the first time you're joining me, if this is the first time you're seeing me in the digital space, I'm Life Coach Shaun. I'm the man from Pasig City, and I am the Life Coach Dad. And one of the things I do is to help individuals who are going through life transitions, either in the areas of their health, wealth, and relationship, especially in their career and in their profession. If you're someone who's currently going up your corporate ladder, maybe you recently have been promoted as a junior executive, or maybe you were promoted as a manager, and you don't know what to do next. You don't know how to move forward. You don't know what is it that needs to happen, and what is it that you need to learn, what is it you need to be mindful of, what are the things that you need to be careful of. Then that is the kind of support I'm providing to individuals. If you are someone who's currently in the top of your game, but you have some doubts in there, you have some questions, and you have been promoted because you are very good with your skill, but you don't know, you don't want to really want to lead teams, or maybe you want to lead teams, but you have a lot of question marks, then that is where I can help you out. I have been working in the corporate world for more than 17 years. I've been an executive, and I've been leading teams, more than 70 people that I lead teams in around 2,000 headcount that we manage as far as a project in a business is concerned. One of the things that I realized going through the journey is no one really teaches us the most basic things. Like, how do you have a conversation with your boss? How do you have a conversation with your team? What is the kind of clothes do you need to wear when you get promoted? What kind of where do you need to eat, right? What kind of watch do you need to buy? That these are some of the questions that we don't really talk about, but it's something that is an underlying question, and we don't want to ask that question, right? Sometimes it feels like a petty thing, but it's an important aspect of us gaining confidence. So if that is something that you want to learn, that is something that you want need guidance, and that is something that would allow you to really propel towards the kind of leader, the kind of manager that you want to be, or you are born to be, then that is the kind of support I help you out. It's making sure that you don't go through a stressful situation in which you experience burnout and exhaustion. We don't want that, right? We want to be able to enjoy the process. We want to be able to enjoy the experience. We want to be able to enjoy the people that we're leading and we are guiding towards the success of the business. All right. So I've been a father for more than 22 years now. And one of the things that I also help is in the areas of parenting is to help the next generation find a talent that they can monetize. So if you are a father, if you're a mom, and you are looking for avenues for you to be able to help your children find a talent that they can monetize, then that is the space that I help with on the flip side of our career. All right. So what is it? If you think of beach, what's the first thing that you comes into mind? Ayan, sabi ni Coach Lizelle, ligo forever sa beach. I remember when I was growing up, and sometimes my mom would tell me, di ba pag bata ka pa, what happens if you go to the beach, you would just enjoy taking a bath, right? And back then, 35 years ago, the weather is not that hot. But you still have that burning feeling. But you would stay in the beach, di ba? Sobrang itim ka na. Tawag namin noon pag maitim na nog-nog, N-O-G, N-O-G. Sobrang itim na. You're still okay. Yeah? You don't really think about it. But you're going to grow up, you're more mindful of your color. You're more mindful. If you have dry skin, you're more mindful of all of these things. And then we care so much about how we look that we lose sight of enjoying just the moment. How many of you can relate with me on that, right? We're removing the experience of just enjoying it, and we do the same with our children. Oh, huwag ka magstay dyan. Oh, mainit masyado. O baka masunog ka. O baka magkasakit ka. And all of these different things. But the reality is we were right there before. We wanted to enjoy it, but because of the upbringing that we have, we kind of lose sight of just that enjoyment. So if you are someone who still have children, they're just going up, they're not teenagers yet, or maybe you have teenagers, right? Just allow them to enjoy. If you're going to go to the beach, if you plan to go in there, just have them enjoy the moment, capture the moments, and just have a conversation with them. And I tell you, it's going to be an enjoyable experience for you and also for your children. Now, every one of us have in one time experienced burnout. How many of you have experienced burnout? Let me know. Just hashtag me in the chat box, okay? Hashtag me. Last time I went when I was where in Jensen just a couple of months back. There we go. Coach Colino, Coach C shared that on his experience, on her experience, and Coach Candy, beach island hopping and relaxing. Yan, di ba? Magpapatan. Yun din ginagawa ko eh. Because in this area of my skin, it's kind of call this Chinese white because it's little yellowish. Now we just go out in the sun and just try to make the color the same as here on the top. So that's simple things that I do that I enjoy. Now, going back, burnout. How many of you have experienced burnout? I experienced burnout. One three things that I can remember vividly are burnouts that really put me in a state in which I was so exhausted. I didn't have the energy. I was working long hours. I needed to manage everything. I was doing the reports, I was doing the meetings, and all of these different things for me to be able to get back the business back. And and burnout, if you think about it, it's not really something that sometimes we take it look at it as a negative, right? We take a look at it as a negative that is an opportunity or a lack that we have that we are unable to do. But burnout for me is a reminder that we need to take that much needed vacation. Okay, we need to take that much needed vacation. How many of you have experience in which, and I know most of you like your job, right? You would put in your time, you would put in your attention, you would put in everything that you can put in for you to be able to ensure that the business is running as far as operation is concerned. But there will be a time in which you will become drained, right? You will be tired. You will be exhausted in ways that you're unable to move already. So that for me is a reminder. And of course, it's important that you are proactive rather than reactive in responding, because when you're planning for vacation, then it makes it worthwhile rather than going on a vacation because you're too exhausted already. Because when you go to your vacation, that will probably be tired anyway, right? Initially, you'll be tired. So, what is the beach location for many who's going into that and going to a vacation? Beach location is constantly a top of mind. For me, that's a top of mind. Secondary for me is going to the mountains, right? But if you're gonna ask me, I want to go on a vacation in the beach. Now, why is there a significant benefits to your overall well-being if you go to the beach? Where first is the benefit, and you might ask, why is it that a lot of people, a lot of gurus, a lot of encourages to go to the beach? Well, one, it's a change in scenery. Now, based on studies, experiencing the same thing over and over again can cause stress, right? So let me repeat that. If you experience the same thing over and over again, it causes stress, whether it be its a location, whether it be a habit, whether it be a mindset, whether it be a relationship that you have. It's just the same thing. If you're not growing, or if it's not changing, or it's not elevating, then it causes stress. And a change in setting in this context activates our senses. So it activates our senses because your eyes have a sensor in there. It activates it, and it also activates your new sense of sight, new sense of smell, new sense of taste, and a new sense of sound. How many of you have experienced that? If you're used to living in the metro where you see tall buildings, you see traffic, you see sometimes floodings, that is a limited view, right? But when you move into another space like a beach, it increases your relaxing feeling, and it also improves your state of mind because it's a new experience that your body, that your sense is experiencing or is getting. So the next time that you go to a beach, take a moment and just reflect on how this change, how this shift, how this environment is helping you feel relaxed. Now, if you don't feel relaxed, then that is something that you can be provided support. But based on research, that should help you change your state of mind. Yes, Coach Candy, beach as well. The sound of waves, yes, Master Coach Jasmine. And I like that as well. The sound of waves. You just sit down and you hear the waves going to the bank, and that's a beautiful de-stressing experience. So that's the first reason why there's a significant benefit to going to the beach. Number two, when you go to the beach, it improves overall well-being. And I call it the vitamin sun. The vitamin sun and the ocean air is great for mental health, which is also good for boosting your mood. So if you want to be able to elevate your mindfulness, you know, want to be in a better state of calmness, as Master Coach has been shared, The moving of the water and the sound of the water also encourages us to move, to do some physical activities. So how many of you have experience in which when you go to the beach, you're not the person who wants to stay in your room? You know, the first thing that you go to the beach, when I go to a location, when I go to a beach, what I do first is of course, we drop down our stuff in a room, then I start walking. I start moving, start taking a look at the scene. I start taking a look at the views because it encourages you to move because you have that moving, you know, experience because of the sea and also the sound keeps on moving and keeps on moving. So that one triggers you to be more active physically. Third is it lowers stress. Now, we all have experience, or some of you might have experience sitting by the beach or you're walking through the sand while smelling the ocean breeze. So these are the two things, right? You would walk to the beach, and what I would do, so I remove my sleepers. I would walk barefoot. I want to experience how the sand is. Sometimes when you walk, you would may maapakan kang bato, minsan masakit, di ba? When you experience that you're strolling, so you have that experience. But still, it's an enjoyable experience. At times, you would just sit down, you would just touch the sand, right? Or maybe you would build the small castles, build it up. Then eventually, there's a large wave gonna come in, then it gets destroyed, and you repeat that process again. But it's a joyful experience because it puts you in a state that you are in control. Now, being in nature when you feel safe because you are in control, you know the space around you, especially if it's a quiet space, it also lowers your blood pressure. It lowers your stress hormone because you feel less anxious and you feel less nervous. Okay? And fourth, going to the beach is a mood lifter. A time in which the beach area promotes calming relations. If you're with someone, right? If you are with a loved one, with your kids, if you are with your parents, you are able to focus. Now, if a person has an attention deficit disorder, and I have some of that, you can feel calmer when you walk in the shoreline. So going to the beach is a beautiful experience because it activates different areas of your senses, and it also makes you feel that you are in control because you can decide when to walk, you can decide when to go to the water, you can decide to just sit down, you can decide, to order a cup of cold brew or cold beverage as you walk, as you stay on the ground. As you sit down, as you play with the sand, you can have a takeout. Just make sure you throw away the trash, okay, in the rightful space. Then it's a beautiful experience. So, how many of you have remembered a beautiful experience at the beach? Or maybe you're someone who is currently having some challenges of having a good memory. Then it's probably a good time for you to start planning to redeem that kind of experience. Uh, Coach Lady didn't share that I enjoy collecting different shape of stones at beach. Yeah, that one you can do as long as it's approved, of course, by the space. So what I'm going to share to you as I end, I'm going to share with you 3 steps to enjoy your beach experience. Okay. If you've gone through the beach intentionally, gone through this experience, or maybe, as I've shared, you're burnt out, so tired, but when you go to the beach, you're still going to be tired, right? Because you're still going to go to work. I want you to be intentional with the time that you will spend in there because you deserve it. You deserve it. Give yourself permission to say that you deserve it. So 3 steps to enjoy your beach experience. Number one, very important aspect of going to the beach is to be excited. Simply, be excited. One study shows that people who are already excited about going to the beach are likely to have a greater mood and mental health effects. So be excited. Please don't. some people would think, okay, how much money do I need? Will I need to carry this? Will I need to carry that? When I need to do this? When I need to do that? And so on. You overcomplicate things. Stop complicating things. Just be excited that you're gonna be there, because not everyone can go to the beach. So please, 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 please don't worry about those not so good things. All right. Don't worry about other stuff. You can plan for that. If you need help planning for it, we'll help you out. Just be excited. Keep that excitement, because that one, when you keep that, I tell you, you're already winning with your vacation to the beach area. So that's first. Number two, be open to new experiences. How many of you have some friends, some loved ones in there who's constantly just doing the same thing, going to the same place, and so on and so forth, and you feel bored? You know what to expect already, right? Especially if they have certain behaviors that triggers you. Open yourself up to new experience. Don't settle for what you used to doing. You know, carve out new experience. When I say carving, you plan for it. You plan for it. Or if you don't want to plan for it, just go with the flow. Go with the flow. Don't be too stressed that things are not going out the way you plan it to be. Just go with the flow. Just update those not so good narratives about your past experiences. Because when you're able to do that, then the conversation starts to change. Your stories become brighter. Your feelings become lighter. And you become more attuned towards the present rather than worrying about the future or thinking about the past. And lastly, number three, be in the present. Be in the present, because remember, the present is a gift. It needs to be enjoyed. You need to be mindful about the sounds. You need to be mindful about your scene. You need to be mindful about the smell around you. Focus on the present experience, because you can create a better experience than just staying at home. So go into that state. Create better experiences. And if you're struggling maybe what to do, I would like for you to invite us and just check our page, Hopdes, HOPDES.com. Take a look at, there's a different videos in there. There's a different, what you call this, videos that you can check that just allows you to see things from perspective. And if you want to check out tickets, you can visit alltraveltickets.com. Check out where you want to go. But visit Top Desk first to pick a destination that you want to go. And at least you can start planning for it. I mean, plan for your vacations. Plan for where you want to go. Reels. Thank you, Coach Candy. Check out the Reels. Hop Desk. Beautiful Reels in there. Or you can check the Facebook as well. Hop Desk. Just HOPEDS. Check the Reels in there. And if you want to check a vacation spot, go to the website, hopdesk.com. And if you are ready, and you're looking for tickets, alltraveltickets.com. Coach Candy, if you can share that in the chat box, you can help them out. Okay? Now, before I end, remember that the way that you're responding right now is based on the experience that you had in the past. It doesn't define you. Your present doesn't define your future. What defines you is your past and what you're doing in the present. So you can change the story. You can create your story today. You don't need to create the story tomorrow. You can create the story today. And as you continue to create with that story, then you are becoming the person that you want to be. Because who you need to be chasing is the future you, right? The future you. And that starts with giving yourself permission to dream and giving yourself permission to see that reality that you can be a better person and a better version. And going on a vacation, going to the beachfront is a well-deserved activity that you can do. With all of the hard work that you've done, with all of the effort that you've done, with all of the emotions, the mental health challenges that you have, I tell you, you deserve that kind of experience. And if you want to experience something different, maybe you're not ready yet for a beach vacation, I would like to invite you to join us at our coaching hub at CACC Republic. We're located at Pioneer Center Compound along Pioneer Road, corner of Brixton and United Suites. in Capitolio, Pasig City. We're going to be open at 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. later from Mondays to Saturdays. We're going to have open mic, have a moment of singing and spoken word in there. You just start expressing yourself, have a good experience, and maybe it's an opportunity now for you to plan your next beach vacation. So let us know. Visit us. Open mic starts at 9 p.m. I'm gonna be there. My children's gonna be there. The coaches is gonna be there, and we'll see you. We'll see you because you deserve you, right? And you deserve to have a better experience, way better than what you have experienced before. In closing, thank you for joining us and supporting what we're doing here inside Teacup Cup Republic worldwide. I invite you to join us for our face-to-face community events. We're doing Purpose Sunday, Parenting Mondays, Kapihan Nights on Tuesday, Habits on Wednesday, and Prayer Night on a Thursday. Well, technically it's a Friday morning, and Fab Saturday open mic later. And if you're interested to know more about what we're doing as a professional life coach, just connect with Coach Rezzhel Sanchez in there, 0917-586-1661 to learn more about the Actively Co-Create Life Coach Certification Program. If you want to be more in control of your life, get certified as a life coach, help the people in your space because you deserve to be equipped, you deserve to be better, and you deserve to have a better life than where you are right now. Again, join us for another episode of another conversation tomorrow for the Brewing Live episode. We're doing this every single day for the last couple of episodes. It's more than 1,000 episodes already. So if you have been enjoying what we're doing, feel free to just drop by and visit the Cup Republic and bless the space, right? Do continue to bless the space in there. Have a meaningful conversation with them. And if you want to know more about what we're doing, just feel free to visit us and message us if you have any questions. Maraming salamat for joining. We'll see you again soon for another episode of Brewing Live. Have a great Saturday and great weekend again. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
As a business owner, are you overwhelmed by the need to post beautiful, engaging content every single day? Are you left wondering what to write? Tired of scrolling through stock photos that all start to look the same? Confused by complicated graphic design programs? Rise Up Creatives is here to help. Each month, we give you everything you need to create 31 days of social media content in just 5 minutes a day. Customizable captions, curated lifestyle photos, a drag-and-drop graphic design tool, and the ability to post directly to your social media accounts. No one else empowers you with these 4 resources all in one place. Each month, we help you plan your social media calendar by providing you with 31 image themes and customizable captions so you can quickly and easily create engaging content and grow your following. Simply select the image that works best for your feed or story. Then, copy the caption and customize it to fit your audience. 5 minutes a day. It's that quick. Plus, you'll absolutely love our drag-and-drop graphic design tool. Start from scratch or choose one of our beautiful templates to fit your unique brand. When you're ready to export your design, you can download, email, or post directly to your social media accounts. Here's the truth. Our world needs what you have to offer. Don't let technology or procrastination hold you back. Rise Up Creatives is more than an online resource. We're a community helping you overcome your biggest barriers to reach your greatest goals. We're here to help you rise up and be creative.